Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Raising Resilient Rookies with your baby doctor, Dr. Raksha. Let's discuss the myths around breastfeeding in this second episode of our breastfeeding series. Myth number 1, does breastfeeding hurt? I can understand where this is coming from. When the mother establishes a feed with a child, the initial few days she might have a little bit of discomfort when the child begins to latch on the mother. However, with a good position and a good latch technique, breastfeeding should not be hurting the mother. Myth number 2, the size of the breast determine the amount of milk the mother produces. The answer is absolutely no. Despite the size and shape of the breast, a mother is able to produce enough and adequate milk which a child requires to be exclusively breastfed for the first 6 months of the child's life. On to the third myth. Does nipple size matter when a mother is trying to feed her baby? Ideally, the answer is no. There is enough and more proof which tells that children latch on to the mother with various nipple sizes. However, if the mother is facing a flat nipple, initially she might require the help of nipple shield to establish the latch with the baby until the baby learns how to latch on to the mother. Let's debunk the fourth myth, which is breastfeeding changes the shape of the breast. Ideally, the shape of the breast is changed during the pregnancy due to the influence of pregnancy-related hormones, and breastfeeding does not ruin the shape of the breast. Myth number 5, I don't even know where this comes from. Drink more milk to produce more milk. It is a myth and it's an absolute no. A mother produces adequate milk when she is hydrated well and she consumes meals with good amount of nutrition. A balanced meal with good amount of protein, minerals, vitamins, fats and carbohydrates are very essential for a mother to produce adequate amount of milk. Myth number 6. Stop feeding when the child starts teething. What do you think? The answer is no. A child seeks a mother's breast as a source of comfort when the child is teething. So stopping breastfeeding at this phase is going to only make your child very clingy. I have to enforce that a child learns to breastfeed without biting the mother with continuous positive reinforcement by the mother. Myth number 7. Have you heard this before? Do you have a cold or a cough or mild fever? Do not feed your child. The child will become sick because of this. Again, it's an age-old myth. Cold, cough, fever could be because of a result of a bacterial infection or a viral infection. Sometimes a cold and cough is also because of an allergic reaction. So it definitely means that this will not be going to the baby through a breast milk. Yes, we can transmit cold and coughs through nasal and oral secretions. So it's very important for us to maintain a hand hygiene and wear a mask while feeding the baby. But on the contrary to a lot of thought processes, when you breastfeed the baby, the antibodies from the mother enters the baby through the breast milk and will improve the child's immunity. So mothers out there, please do feed the baby even if you're sick with adequate precautions. At the end, I hope I have been successful in debunking a few myths about breastfeeding. Why don't you write back to me if you know any other myth about breastfeeding so that we can have a discussion over it. And kindly share this video with that new mom out there who is looking for your reassurance. Until the next time, bye-bye.